I already looked up what to do, so we're not gonna get lost if that's any consolation. I thought I saved it further down, but I guess not. So that town we were going to at the beginning of last episode is the town we're going to at the beginning of this episode. Only this time we're actually going to go there. No. Now the enemies might be slightly tough, but we've dealt with them before, so I think we're good. I actually honestly prefer playing with the keyboard, but the problem is the noise. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm sure it's gonna get annoying. After the stream I'm gonna try my best to fix that thing, because that's kind of pissing me off now. Doesn't even make any sense why it doesn't even work. Considering it worked every other time, and it says it. I looked in the device manager or whatever the fuck it's called, and it's in there. So I don't know why it's like, oh no, it doesn't want to work because I'm a stupid controller. Yeah, because controllers have voices now, by the way. It's alright. If there's one thing, at least I'll know it works when we get to 7, because Final Fantasy 7 is on the PlayStation 4. At least that's the version I'm going to be playing. I'm not going to obviously play the remake because it's not out yet. And I have to remember the controls. What did they have as select? Hang on a second. Since the controls went to default, I have to look at them again. Or change them. Nohen. Whoever has backspace as their select button can just leave the game. Right. We're going the wrong way, it's up. They also didn't put A and R as good buttons. Well, maybe they put A and S. L and R, I mean, it doesn't matter. So we actually don't have to go here, but the reason why I'm going here first and then gonna come back is because it gives something pretty good. Or it gives stuff that are pretty good. Good items. And also good spells. So good weapons and good spells. But not the blood sword good, but still good. Good bombs. I'm so used to bomb being the weakest one, but no, it's the strongest one so far. I'm so glad Layla actually kills things nowadays. The enemies aren't too bad anymore. Wait, where am I? This isn't the right place. Well, I want to go in it now. Black Flame. Oh, I don't know. I've never really used a controller on Steam. But I suppose if you know what you're meaning, then at least, yeah. And also 3 is on Steam as well, hopefully. This is assuming I can stream it, by the way. We never really tested it yet. Ah, fuck. In the midst of doing everything else, I forgot one. Okay, no, we definitely don't go there yet. I forgot one important thing I was supposed to do before stream. No. Ouch. Oh well, that's fine. No, I don't want to blow myself up. That's a little bit dumb, don't you think? Very on. I'll be honest, my back kinda hurts for some reason. It's probably because of the way I'm sitting. So hang on a second. If there's one thing I don't like about this mic is that I can't mute it, so you can hear everything, including me moving. Yeah, I haven't tested to see if the game is, if I can stream it yet. Like I said, I haven't really had the time. I've been doing other stuff that I had to do. Like stupid raids that are stupid, and downloading videos and actually seeing if I can run the games to begin with, let alone streaming them. Fire is definitely good against these guys. Of course the game would find a way to tell me that, oh no, you thought you were going the right way? Nah, of course you know. Of course you are no. Oh, I was supposed to go all the way there. Oh my god. I mixed up what a town looked like on the map. Well, it's fine. We're not too far away from it. Honestly, I'd probably be better just bringing the ship around there then. Yeah, since I don't need the I don't need to go to the cave for a bit, I'll just bring the ship around there. I'll just pretend I deliberately went around there to grind. Come on. I'd honestly have rather fought these enemies the first time I came around here, but I guess if I did, then I wouldn't have realised I was going the wrong way. I don't like specters, but I think if you watched last episode you'll know why. Will guy get to 2000 HP? Only terrible time. One sea snake. Couldn't even live up to a Layla. Well, if anything, she'd probably be the strongest against them just because she's probably fought like a million sea snakes. This desert is completely like, why is it even there? You never ever have to go there. It doesn't even have anything in it. Our Thunder's not even, like, our spells are only level 7 and I think the highest is level 16. We're not even halfway to leveling up our spells fully. Then again, I don't think I've ever had a level 16 spell before, except for maybe Cure. That's because when you're going through the final dungeon you take so much damage that even if you stack 99 potions and 99 high potions, they'll probably run out like around about the time you reach the final part of the final dungeon. And it doesn't help because right there is when you get your last fourth party member. So he's kind of like under leveled a little bit. So he's usually the guy you end up wasting your resources on. Spoilers, it is a he, but I mean, I'm saying spoilers, but I'm pretty sure you know who the last party member probably is. Let's go inside. This is Mycelia, Kingdom of the Mages. You've traveled a long way to come here. I believe it is as you say. The time to break the tower seal is upon us. Good job, we got armor. Right, so I definitely know when Layla goes away from the party and never comes back. 100% know when she does. So, buy gear for Layla, and I'll tell you when she goes away. Like, it's not like all the other times when I said, oh, he's going away, and he ends up not going away. No. Gordon's done. Gordon's not coming back in the party. He's over. I said that last time, but 100% know the exact order of when people are going out the party. Now, from here on. Those are supposed to be black mages. Oof. You can tell they were under-leveled now in terms of gear. This is the reason why I wanted to come here first, just for the gear, really. 3 artifacts protect the seal of the tower. We have many ancient texts in our town. You can read them to your heart's content. If you need to stock up, here's a good time to do so. However, whatever you deem important is what you deem important, but I'll show you something else you might want to get here. Some time ago, a wizard named Minwu passed through town on his way to the tower. You better hurry after him. A statue of a goddess is enshrined beneath the city. She watches over the crystal staff. You move? Thanks. Oh, we definitely don't go here yet. A very small island lies in the middle of the sea. There you'll find the Black Mask, the White Mask counterpart. That's the race building. So you wish to break the seal on the tower? Yeah, I agree this is the time. We'll do nothing to stop you. You must first collect the 2 masks and travel to a cave that you will find somewhere on this continent. Within you should find a crystal staff, an artifact you will need if you are to enter the tower. Oh no, that's the race building? If that's the race building, what the hell is this building? Oh, it's just a building with no one in it. Is there like a secret door? I don't know. Weird. They're black mages, but they're red. That's what I should have said. Now here's what we're really looking for. Instead of there being 1 magic person, there is 5. Which one are we looking for anyway? That's the good question. I wish you could unlearn spells because I would totally give life to Maria here, but I guess I can't. To our previous era. What the hell does that even mean? See, if you want life, you definitely want life. You can buy it there, but this is what you probably want. Holy. I'm gonna buy 2. Might actually buy another life. You can never have enough life. Is the keyboard annoying yet? I'm sorry, Maria, I'd give you life if I could. Make sure you save whoever you want to be your main magic guy, like your strongest magic guy. Make sure you save at least 1 slot for him. I'll tell you why, but I'll tell you why when we get there, but for now, just leave a slot for him. So if you want to catch up on magic here, you can, but I recommend buying Life and Holy if anything. Those definitely are good. The shop is the same as usual, but so Phoenix Downs aren't as important now, but yeah. I just wasted all my money on that, but whatever. We have enough to even heal. 8 gil off. Fine, woman girl. Fine. I probably don't even need to rest in the inn if I'm going to be honest with you, but I want to. So here, I'll get Guy to use Holy. You just use Blind for no reason. Oh, I thought you already left. Oh, you did leave, I know what you mean. You're gonna actually go in. I hate going to the shops, even on a normal day. And I especially hate buying alcohol because I feel like people are going to judge you. Unless it's on a Friday or a Saturday, I feel like people are going to be like, the fuck you drinking alcohol for? Do you know what day it is? I'm like, no one ever actually says these things, but it's what it feels like they're going to say. Well, it's their fault if they catch it, not yours at that point. Now we're actually going to go to the inn. Even if I wanted to use speed up, I don't even know what the button is anymore. But I'm not going to. Wait, doesn't your like supermarket sell alcohol? Ours do. Even our shop in the high street does. It's kind of weird. I mean, there are probably like specifically alcohol only stores over here, but I usually never go to them and I don't even know where one would be. I mean, unless you count a pub, but I don't. Because it's not really alcohol only, then either is it? No, it's not. I know Blizzard's not that good, but I might as well just level it up. Layla will be in a party for a little bit. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. I'll come back to that town because there's something else I want to buy there, but we don't have the money for it. But I'd recommend, if you have the money, to buy 2 more spears at that time. Or you can wait, because there might be a better place to get a spear. So you might want to not waste your money. We want to go to the east. It's going to take a bit to get there, but it shouldn't take too long. Guy, no thunder. Might as well take this time to level up some magic. Will Guy get 2000 HP in this dungeon or not? I remember this dungeon being actually kind of annoying. But then again, the last dungeon was kind of annoying too. This one is like, you go down the path and then you turn out it's a dead end, so you have to go all the way back up. Didn't the last dungeon before the last dungeon do that? Cave of Mysidia or whatever it was called. Sure, we're still going the right way. Okay, yeah, we won't miss it. There it is. It's called Tropical Island, but it's in a cave. Or was it just the guy that called it Tropical Island? I can't remember. Doesn't really matter. Man, compared to yesterday, I actually feel kind of like ready to talk. Man, yesterday was weird. But hey, I didn't call off the stream, so there was that. If you want to use the cottage, you can, but I'm going to be a dick and not. I don't know why it's called Tropical Island. Really don't. Jewel Deads. Yeah, the enemies in here aren't really that hard. I don't know why I attacked Jewel Deads at the bottom all the time, but yeah. Compared to the last dungeon, these guys are easy. They honestly should have made you come here first and then get the other one. Or they should have swapped the enemies, because this place should have had the harder enemies, not the castle. Because this place is usually, I guess you could technically do this place first and then the castle second, but why would you? By the time you get the quest, you're at the castle already, so you might as well just do the castle. The enemies are harder in the castle. Alright. So while I did look to see where to go in general, I didn't actually look to see the path on the dungeons, so bear with me if I go the wrong way. Besides, even if I looked, I would have forgotten because there's more than one floor. I'd actually recommend not using your MP here. On enemies like these, don't use your MP. The reason why is there's enemies in here far more worthy of your MP. The flans exist in this place, so you might want to use your MP on those, not the rats. Now there are some good items in this place, I do remember, so I will try to get as much optional items as possible. I can already tell this place isn't that as annoying as the other place. I do have to say that of the games I've played recently of Final Fantasy, which would be 10, 10-2, 1 and 2, this one is the only one which is actually I thought is less good than when I played it before. It's the only one that's went down in terms of me liking it. Not by much, I still think it's better than all the other two Final Fantasies that surrounding it, and kind of some of the others. I think I'll probably, all that has happened is that 10 will probably be classed as better than this for me. Before I used to think this was better than 10, but I think I'm going to change that now. Like, I just think, like, I could look past some of the flaws, but I think the fact that physical attacks on enemies that are your level or above are just, like, pointless. Out of very specific cases, physical attacks are nearly pointless. And then they sometimes put too hard enemies in places. It can kind of be awkward, so yeah, but I still think the story is good. Better than the other two. And I think the music is still better than the other two by far. But the gameplay is kind of worn down on me a bit. I do like its ideas. I hate saying that. I do like its ideas, is what I should be saying, not ideas. I'm not Texan. I guess the problem with Holy here is that I don't really see the point of it. I would still recommend buying it, but the problem is that it starts off as level 1. That's not even the biggest egregion spell. There's another spell that is much worse in that regard. But if you want to use it, you're gonna have to use it to level it up. Well then, that was a waste of time. I wonder what it was. Oh, I wonder if it's a high potion. I think up is a dead end, so I'm not gonna go there. This is the best physical attack noise ever. It's not the best ability noise, that comes from Final Fantasy 6. The gravity spells and that. I like the noise, it's like I can't do it because I'm not a robot, unfortunately. If you want me to be a robot, well, sorry, I can't. What? It might be an improvement. Yeah. Oh, I should have went up. Whatever. You probably can run away from these guys, but I don't know yet, so In case you're wondering, Thunder's good against the red ones, and Fire's good against the yellow ones. I'll have to get that chest, I can't just leave it behind now. But I'll get it later. You know what I'll do? I'll go through the whole dungeon, and because it's on the top floor, I'll just go back in. I say that, I'm probably gonna forget. Doesn't really matter, Layla can just kill these guys. Right, floor 2. I think there's 4 floors to this place. I don't know why they put were rats and stunners in here. They can't even damage you. These are here like, if you somehow got the ship before the Dreadnought, then I guess these enemies would make sense, but that's impossible, so... I'm just glad we can finally kill things though. Not even just these, like some of the other enemies, we can finally hit them. It probably would be beneficial to have went to Mysidia before half the stuff that we did, just for the weapons. If you're watching this and you still haven't played the game, I would recommend you probably do that. If you can make it there. As soon as you get the ship, go to Mysidia and buy the weapons. Or whoever you want. You'll have a hell of a lot better time than I did. You don't need to buy the spells, but the weapons, definitely should, if you can. Scourge Tome. No one's really going to use it, but it's good to have, I guess. Doo-doo-dee. This is one of the only games where you don't want to be topped off your health all the time. Because it's the only way to increase your health is to not be on full health. I think you get the biggest increase if you're critical, but it's a little bit risky, so you gotta watch out. Another Scourge Tome, what the hell? Considering I'm never really going to use Scourge because it's just poison damage, and I don't know, never really going to use it. But despite the little errors we had at the start, I think that we can still make some headway. My goal, at least, is to, well, I don't really want to spoil her, so I'm just going to say the Mage's Tower. There's another dungeon after that I want to do, but since that would technically be spoiling, I won't do it. I won't say it. Especially what the boss is there. It's not just a random monster. Yellow jelly. Question is it yellow? Or is it green? Only colorblind people can answer this question. I mean, can't answer this question. Which means I can't answer it. I hope you guys haven't forgotten that place I told you to remember yesterday. Because if you have, it doesn't really matter because I'm still going to show you it anyway. So I think the other stairs that we went past were the optional routes, so we probably should have went there. One of these dungeons, I can't remember which one, but one of them has like good lances or whatever. I'm pretty sure this place actually has a hidden shop in it as well. I'm not sure if it's hidden, but there's definitely a shop in here. I don't think it's as good as the shop in Mysidia, but it's still there. Layla, can you please get 1000 health before you leave the party? I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're... I mean, you don't... Spoiler, she doesn't die. but I still wanted to have it. Wild horn. It's a rhinoceros, also known as a rhinoceros or a rhino. I have a rhino like wee toy, and when I was a youngling, I decided in my infinite imagination that I was going to give it a name, and I decided of all the names to give a rhino, I would call it. Oh, what happened there? Oh. Hang on a second. Accidentally took the headphones out. So I decided of all the things to call it, I was gonna call it Rhino. I know, copyright strike that right now. Calling a rhino toy Rhino. Just put a B in front of it. Anyone who steals that, I'm suing you right now, man. I copyrighted it like 20 years ago. Wait, that would mean I was like 2. No. I copyrighted that like an amount of years ago that was higher than below 20 and probably higher than 10. Somewhere in there. I don't bloody know. My mum is weird. And then there was like this stupid tiger cub thing I had. I don't know where that is either. It was a white tiger. When I found it again, I called it Byakko because, like, in Final Fantasy 14, there's a boss called Byakko, and he's just a giant naked tiger man. And he's white, black and white. Well, I think he's like grey and white. Like his stripes are grey and not black, but close enough. And he is naked. And he has one big arm. And it is his right arm. Oh, we're not getting into this again. I'm the only one who even talks about it, mentioned it, but still. Chest. Amazing chest ahead. I don't really want to go down any stairs just yet. Poison toad. Those toads look pissed. Well, I don't know what happened to them, but they are no happy toads. The question is, what if they're frogs? Alright, we got antidotes, so we're good. Oh, now there's 2 stairs. I have to go down the left stairs, but damn. There's still parts down the bottom I want to check on this floor. I'll heal you up soon, get Maria. I think Guy will level up in this dungeon. I think we're... or not level up, get his HP up to 2000. Look at all these different paths that we can go, what the hell? This place is crazy. You know what, I want to go up those stairs because I feel like they're just going to end me into a dead end and there's going to be a chest there. Does it count as a dead end if there's a chest there? Well, I don't know if I'm right yet. Use fire. We shouldn't really need MP for the boss or anything like that. But you always remember, keep at least 1 or 2 MP for whoever has teleport. Don't be a Galuf. Keep your MP. I feel like I made a mistake going this way, to be honest with you, but oh well. I hope that kills the moose. Yeah, it does. Fire. Wasn't really expecting that to kill him, but I'll take it. Guy's HP increased. so happy every day when I hear Guy's HP increased. It's just a good day. Although it didn't go to above 2000, so... Okay, yeah, chest. Sleep. Gaia drum, monster in a box, whoa! Why is there a monster in a box for something I'm not really ever going to use? Unless Gaia drum's a weapon, but I don't think so. Not in this game, it wouldn't be. Alright, take that. Sleep grass. Hi Basile, how you doing? Yous all have this similar coloured name. I can barely even tell the difference of who's who now. I think Illuria's got different colour than you and Jen, but only barely. If you hear keyboard noises, cause I have to use the keyboard because my controller decided he wanted to be a dick. Oh, that sounded cooler than it actually was. Death Idol. Oh, yeah, it must be different. Well, it could be green. For all I know, it looks blue, but I've mistaken blue for a type of green before. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, I still know who I'm talking to. Thunder, not fire. Don't worry, you'll be happy to know that this dungeon probably won't take as long as the other one, since I can kill the enemies in here. Probably because I bought the weapons. And also, guys speak beaver. Okay. I can 100% tell you Basile's is not red for me, so at least I got that going for me. Jewel beds. So, I guess I was right that being an optional path. Well, it took quite a while for an optional path. Then again, the one in the other cave, Diced Cave, took longer. No, I know Guy's a real name. I just did that as a joke because Illuria keeps saying Guy is not a real name. So I just thought it'd be funny to put that on there also because I didn't have anything else serious to put there. I mean, I probably could have put like a basic question, something oddly specific that no one can really answer. So I decided just to put something stupid there. Is Guy a real name? This isn't like any. If anyone watches this and they're called Guy, there's no offense there. Like, I don't mind the name Guy. I'm pretty sure Illuria doesn't really. He's just joking. I mean, is there really any name I don't really like? I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to say you don't like, because if you say you don't like it, there's obviously someone in the world that has that name. But if they hear it, they might be thinking like, oh man, you don't like me, or you're insulting me, like, even though it's not entirely true. Who the hell is Miyato Guy? I don't know who he is. He's no me, that's for sure. Oh, here we go, a door. We all know how doors are like in this game. That's another thing I'm not a fan of in this game. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm out of touch with what these youngins watch nowadays. I don't watch animes or I don't understand memes. I'm an old man who's younger than everyone else who actually understands those stuff. Oh well. Oh, we're at the end of the dungeon already? Huh. Eat guard mask. This boss honestly shouldn't cause you much trouble. Like, even now we're still hitting them. The chimeras were probably harder. Oh, we did get 2000 on Guy. Guy, speak beaver! I don't know what they're weak to. I don't know if that was a crit, but probably fire. Damn, Guy and Maria are strong. And these guys are kind of weak. There's a reason why I didn't heal up, is because I kind of thought they weren't going to be that strong. If you're worried, I would heal up. Well, don't worry, I do all of that, except from the last two, and nothing else. And also, I'm not 33. But doesn't really matter about the age. So I tried to tell myself I would never sing on stream, but sometimes it just comes out. Actually, I lie, all I do is eat, sleep, breathe, and complain. There you go. See, I'm unique. Oh, raid as well, I suppose. But what does that mean anyway? What does that even mean? I should put that on my resume. Top tier hardcore raider in Final Fantasy XIV. Cleared the Epic of Alexander before 5.2. Black Mask. However, there actually is stuff in here that I want to try and get. If you want... Oh, this dungeon is actually nice and gives you teleport out, so... You don't need to save MP in here. I'm joking, by the way, I'm not a hardcore raider. If I was, I'd be the worst hardcore raider. I die too much. Either that or I just have the wrong understanding of what a hardcore raider is. Whatever way you would like to spin it, I don't really mind. But at least I'm not stupid enough to think I can go world first despite not even clearing any tier in the first few weeks! Yeah, you gotta excuse me, sometimes when it comes to Final Fantasy 14, some things just come out. It doesn't matter if it's to do with the game or to do with other people, but yeah. If Illuria was listening right now, he would know exactly what I was referring to there. Okay, so now that we got the item there, I would recommend teleporting out. There is that one item that I do remember to get. I didn't forget yet. Again, the reason why I didn't heal, and it was a bit risky with Maria, but the reason why I didn't heal is for the HP increase. I mean, we're gonna need it coming up. Especially the next proper dungeon, and the next, so I'm gonna use teleport to get out of here. The next proper dungeon, and the next, the final dungeon. Although 9 is a little bit too low. Even for me. So, we forgot this chest up here. There might be other chests we forgot, but honestly, I'm not going to go through the whole dungeon just to check. Okay, we don't need to do that. Good. I wanted him to go first to be faster. So I figured out agility is what... All that for a high potion. Agility is what makes running away easier. I mean, it doesn't really help because I don't know what my agility is, and I thought I would be pretty fast, but I guess not faster than a Helgigas. Or faster than anything, really. You could teleport out, but honestly I might as well get into a few extra battles if I have to. Don't really mind. I was about to say, or I could just not. Wonder how long it would take us to kill them with melee attacks. Too long. I'm gonna use magic next turn. Oh, never mind actually. Not that long. Okay then. I wouldn't recommend it on anything more than 2, but yeah. But that's the whole point of that island. Alright, show them what's up, Layla. You know what's funny, Luria, right? I saw a post on, well, I think I saw it on Facebook, but I also saw it on like Reddit and stuff. These stupid idiots, I don't know how these many people managed to do it, decided, I don't know if it's fake, right? So take this with a pinch of salt, but assuming it's real, they did like a huge march with a bunch of people all in a crowd saying the quote, march to end the coronavirus or whatever. Excuse me, more like march to fucking spread the coronavirus, you fucking dipshits. Again, assuming it's real. Don't know if it is, because I didn't look into it, but if it is real, then they're fucking idiots. If it's fake, then whoever posted it are fucking idiots for trying to spread the stupid panic. There's basically 2 viruses going around. You got coronavirus and you got the panic virus. Try not to spread both of them at the same time, please. Because it's very easy, if you just keep talking about this stupid thing, it's very easy for people to, you know, over worry about stuff. Even I start to over worry. Like if you get stressed, then sometimes stuff happens and, I don't know, your mind decides to be weird. It's not even that bad to stay inside. I don't see the issue. Stay inside. It's fine to go out to get food, but like, not to do stupid stuff. Like I get it, I've stayed inside my entire life, so I guess I understand it's easy, but well, that's because it is easy. I don't know, I just... What even is outside that's worth going outside for? Well, I suppose I can understand if they're on their own that they might get lonely, but you know what? You know what's lonelier than being on your own? Being dead. Well, I don't even know if that's true. Depends what you believe. I want to use a cottage yet? No. Oh yeah, I'd recommend... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons now. Recommend saving it, of course, so you don't waste your time. If you remember that cave that we went to last time, that's where we gotta go now. At least I'm pretty sure you have to go here first. Let's see if we can flee. We fleed! Wow! Yeah, I'll fight these guys. I mean, to be honest, Illuria, even if they did go away from each other and still spread, at this point in time, the thing would still be an issue, but, you know, it's just going to be an issue longer because people are stupid. But then again, it's probably the only reason it exists in the first place is because people are stupid. That's because they saw some Chinese people wearing masks and they were like, oh my god, they're smart, oh, let's us wear masks. I'd honestly wear a mask just to hide my face, if anything. Not to cover my face, just to hide it. I mean, there's nothing uglier than the Gallifyrus face. There you go. I fucking know. Anyway, I try not to talk about this stupid thing too much because it gets talked about everywhere. I want at least one place to not talk about this stupid thing. Might as well be here. Not to say you can't talk about it, but I don't want to drag it on any longer than I need to, so yeah. I'm just using, I don't know why I haven't been using Holy more, I really should. The only way I'm going to level it up is to use it. So I really should just use it. You know what? Use it sooner. Why? I don't know. Just use it. We're going to cottage when we get to the cave anyway, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. Aside from not having poison. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, to be honest with you. I just wanted to try it and see. Because apparently magic misses in battle, but not out of battle. Alright, let's just be a little bit more serious now. Although Guy can still keep using Holy. Guy, eat Holy. You know, so I know someone already who's wearing that Dr. Glam. Carol wears a Dr. Glam. I was just sitting here like, is that really an appropriate thing to wear? I guess, I don't know. I didn't say anything to her because I don't really care, but I thought it was kind of weird. But then again, I don't understand memes, so whatever. But people are insensitive all the time in Final Fantasy XIV, so whatever. They're always insensitive, but at the same time, oversensitive. I mean, you already seen today that guy. Oh, here we go. World's first Malboro. You already seen today that guy in Shiva Normal because I literally said, all I said was this one thing. Just keep yourself alive at the absolute zero spam, or just use a divine benison on yourself, and he was just like, you shut the fuck up and know what I'm fucking doing, pretty much. Yeah, he was stupid. Well, if you know what you're doing, how did you die? You had no Von stacks. How did you die? There was nothing. There was no thing hitting you aside from the raid wide. So you obviously didn't know what you were doing. You obviously could have used the help. And so the help was given to you. Golden hairpin. The fact that the golden hairpin is stronger than Giant's helm is kinda funny. Well, the Giant's helm gives you more attack, but I think defense is probably more useful. Honestly, that is the worst excuse you could ever use. You were texting. Could you not literally wait 2 seconds, even for the cutscene to appear? What was it? We got into like 3%. You could just wait 2 seconds for us to get to the cutscene and then send a text that was probably like, yeah, what you up to, bro? Or something non-important like that. No matter how important it was, it could have been, I just chopped my arm off. I'm sure 2 seconds could have went by. Like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but those 2 seconds aren't going to mean the difference between this guy with no arm living or dying. And this is an extreme example, let's be honest. The guy didn't have his arm cut off, whoever was texting. I mean, he might have, how do I know, but I'm pretty sure the chances of that happening are pretty low. Actually, if someone had their arm cut off, you wouldn't be texting them. You'd be phoning them. So, there you go. Or, unless you're stupid, then I guess you would text. I would phone. I mean, phoning's faster in general. Why would you waste your time texting? I'm not trying to say in this hypothetical situation the guy with no hand or arm was text. I'm just saying someone next to him. I don't bloody know. Why am I coming up with this stupid situation? It's like the most extreme I could come up with. I don't get it. I can't think of a situation where at that moment in time texting is more beneficial than 2 seconds going back in the game. I know games aren't that important, but even then, right, the problem wasn't that we died, right? The problem was the way he took my advice, and then he was like, oh, I don't need your advice. I mean, I despise phone calls too, but something as important as that, you know, it would be phone call right away. Text would not be used. For one, if you were texting, it could easily come out as, it could come out the wrong way if you were texting. No. Honestly, your positioning was not even the problem. Because, okay, so the positioning only caused a problem for one mechanic, but that was a completely different thing than what actually killed us, so, and it was quite apart, so even if that was a problem, it doesn't even matter because it was unrelated to what actually killed us. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, I don't phone ever if I can avoid it in any particular way, but if it comes to something important, you know, I'm not gonna be stupid. Phone is definitely way above priority than texting. But then again, I probably take everything in that game way too seriously. I'm sure my ultimate static hates me because I don't meme around with them all the time. Because I actually want to kill the bloody fight. I mean, they do too, I get it, but what usually happens is they always talk over the parts where you need to have callouts or focus. If you're talking during nail and we wipe, it's because you were talking during nail. Like, nail has to have real focus because it's complete RNG of what's gonna happen. Oh, come on, couldn't you just let me get past? Kill that Malboro first. I mean, we all know how Malboros are in this game, or in any game. I don't know how they are in this game, actually. Alright. Honestly, buying those weapons was the best thing we could have done. All my complaints I had yesterday about like the killer mantises and that would all go away if you go to Mysidia and buy those weapons, because I think that's what you're really supposed to do, but the game doesn't tell you to buy those weapons, so I wasn't meaning to hear you. Buy those weapons in Mysidia, otherwise you're gonna have a hard time. Honestly, I don't know what spells I'm trying to use here. Fire has to be good against Black Flan. Either that or it's ice. I don't know what is better. I mean, fire seems to be better. It's actually damaging them. But I didn't take my stupid allergy medicine, so hope no issues come from that. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just these weapons are way stronger than the last weapons that you could get for anything that isn't swords. Like, it's not even funny how strong they are compared to the last weapons you could get. Man. I don't know which door's the right one. Okay, I think I know which door's the right one. Of course they got an ambush on us. I hate when these guys get an ambush on you because one, there's 6 of them, so it takes so long, and 2, there's a spectre there, and we already know how spectres are. So I take it back, not every single issue would have been solved with getting the weapon, just a lot of them. Getting all your guys just dying because one guy used death and it kills all 4 of your guys, nothing you could do to avoid that, but of course. Stuff like that, that's why I hate Spectres. Sleep isn't as bad, but still. I mean, I would still probably call first. But even then, in that time, that would take you to send 2 texts, right? And then call, or you could call and still heal. It's not that hard. All he needed to do was just put a Bennis in himself. That's all he needed to do. Well, if plans are involved, then what the? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. This is why I don't want to use the keyboard. Out of our way. Out of our way. Wait. You're supposed to put the mask on him, but it's not working. What the hell? After you, like... I don't get it. You're supposed to put the mask on him. Unless you're supposed to, like, equip the mask? Huh. Maybe you're supposed to do the other dungeon first, which doesn't really make sense. I must be forgetting something. I don't know what I'm forgetting, but... I'll go try the other dungeon first. Might as well just teleport out. Because there is another dungeon. I don't know what's in there, but there is another one. I was actually under the impression it was just loot, but I guess I'm wrong. And I was going to go there regardless. Also, we got Thunder 8 now, which is good. We're just gonna teleport out at this point. It's getting done though. I mean, we have the items to get through here, I just don't know why they wouldn't let us. Does teleport take your HP down? Because it looks like it. We're just gonna walk to the town. Oh my god. Right, these are not too bad. I underestimate the Black Flans a little bit. It's gonna take 2 fires to kill them. Oh, really? They must have like 2 health or something. Whatever it was enough for Layla to kill it. If anyone's getting us out of any battles by running away, it's Layla, because she's the highest agility. Remember when these were hard? Oh, they kind of still are actually, never mind. I wouldn't be surprised if it was my stream, to be honest. Allura, did you lose connection? I mean, my internet is always trash, so I mean, could have easily been me. But I didn't see any issues at the bottom, although I'm not really sure what all the buttons actually mean. The last time we had little issues like this, when I watched a video, every few seconds it would stop for a little bit and then it would keep going. It was minor, but noticeable. That could have just been me watching a video from like my internet's point of view as well, so I'm not sure. Come on, can we make it to the... Ah, we're kind of close to town, but not that close, I suppose. It's so weird that Layla has to have so low HP. She's been in our party for quite a while, you'd think she would have been above 1,000. Alright, well might as well go in the inn while we're here. Yeah, there's another dungeon in here that we're gonna go into. I guess we have to go in here first. I just mixed it up which order. Which is better than not knowing where to go. At least. Save it, even though we can save it when we're in there. The statue shines with beatific smile. Aren't you supposed to use the crystal rod here or something? Nope, you put the mask here. That did a lot. I think you have to do that for the doppelganger to just go away. Or let you put the mask on them or something. All that just for that. Okay then. Maybe I should have looked more at the guide. Well, I'm sorry that the internet keeps fucking you up. I'll keep going, but I'm not sure whose internet side it is that's doing it. I'm inclined to believe it's yours just because of the fact that Luria's not getting disconnected, but who knows? I'm not the smartest cat in the box. I've been neglecting on Holy, I really should use it more if I'm gonna get it up. I'm sure Holy's good against something. One of you's actually damaged this guy, I don't want to waste magic. Thank you, Maria. Maria! Alright. Hopefully we can get back to that dungeon soon. But at least if you're following along, you know where to not go first. I hate black flans. We're actually further ahead of where I thought we were going to be, so yeah, I think we can definitely make some really good headway today. Maybe even beat the game today. The main story, anyway. There's no way we're beating the main story and the optional thing afterwards. But we can do one thing, we might as well do it. Cockatrice. It'd be nice when we can kill these in one hit. Oh well, Layla can. Just Layla's OP. Never mind, I guess we can't kill them in one hit already. Nice HP increased. That mixed something up. It did. Honestly, I'm just running away at this point. There's only black flans, I should be able to make it. I hate black flans. One step away. You were meant to run away, but okay. Seems like you're the only one who can. Alright, if you're the only one that can run away, fine. Okay, let's use another cottage. I mean, that's what they're there for. To be used. Luckily, we already know the path on the top floor where to go. Mainly where not to go. Poor Malboro, he thought he was strong. Actually, did we try going in this door? Guess we didn't. There might be loot in there. In this game, Malboros don't have eyes. Not sure why, but they don't. That was a bad idea. Definitely a bad idea. I think we could have killed them easy enough, but way too much effort. I'm so bloody glad I got first strike on this team comp because 3 specters. The chance of me living 3 specters are really low, especially if they use break. Or the chance of me living 3 specters with break is really low. Please let us through. Yeah, these Malboros are nowhere near as bad as they are in the future games. Sure, they can still be a little bit annoying, but compared to the future games, it's mild inconvenience. Oh yeah, you had to do that stupid mask on the other place, that's why. So we can put the mask on him. It's all the way at the bottom though. But unfortunately that is not all of the dungeon. Oh my god, what is this? That one Revenant. I don't know why I found it funny that the Revenant lives. We got lucky there. Only 2 people got stoned. Really, Layla? Oh, I don't like this game sometimes. Maybe it was a good thing that you had Furion. I don't know why it'd be a good thing, but maybe it was. They really don't want me going in that door that's probably got force encounters. It's really odd that you're having these issues. I'll have to watch the video over and see if there's something. Yeah, I knew it. Thank god we got no encounters in there. How the hell are you supposed to get down there? Ah, remember that guy? Yeah, I'm killing him. None of your names changed for me, but that's alright. Usually it would only change if I reset, I think. That was a lot of weird enemies. There's more than... It's quite a weird team comp over there. All of your names are like some type of blue. That's about all I can give you. Okay, we're never gonna get this luck again. 2 false rooms in a row that we've managed to escape without any encounters. That's never gonna happen again. Layla, please get 1000 HP before you leave our party. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you do or not, but I want you to because screw it. Honestly, Fog looks more like Break than Break does. That's the best spell in the game. No, it's not Crosswing, it's Mallet. You know, because you just hammer someone in the face and it makes them remember stuff, apparently. Told you we'd never get a lucky game. I might fight this comp just because we got first right. So what I liked about the game before is now coming back. So what I said before when I said my thoughts on the game were lowering, well, now they're coming back up. I think all it was that I didn't have those weapons, but even getting to those weapons would be tough before. So I probably will keep my revised rankings of them, but I can definitely see where I remember liking the game. I will always urge people to never skip. If there's any Final Fantasy to never skip, if you're going to go through them all, is this one and 5. And the only reason I say that is because this one I think is underrated, and 5 isn't underrated, but not enough people have played 5. More people need to play 5. Like, a lot of people have played 6, and sure, it deserves what it gets, but more people need to play 5, because if there's any game, any Final Fantasy game, where you can replay it multiple times and always like feel like you're playing it differently, it's 5. Maybe that's because, sure, they might have taken a little bit of a backseat on the story, which I still don't think is as bad as people say. The gameplay is just way better than any others. Well, you should all make time for him, because Galuf is also in that game. Sure, he might not be the best character in Final Fantasy to most people, he might not be the most well designed. Well, the people who say the story is beyond goofy are fucking idiots who have never played Final Fantasy X-2, because the story isn't beyond goofy. Honestly, you know how Final Fantasy 9 has those parts where like Steiner is being a goofy and all that stuff? It's kind of like that. I mean, it's not as dark as Final Fantasy 9 or as advanced as that game, but it's nowhere near as dumb as people say. I've never heard of that, and even if it's true, why would you? And you still have to fight someone, you always have to fight Gilgamesh. Just think about it, if you walk on the sides, not only do you skip fights for EXP, but you skip seeing the enemies called flying killers. Who wants to skip seeing enemies called flying killers? I mean, sure, you get to see Gallicats earlier in the game, but they're not called flying killers. And come on, it's battle on the big bridge. It doesn't matter if you skip anyone, it's still gonna be cool. I don't know. This is exactly, though, Alluria, this is exactly why I say you should play it on your own, because you can't just listen to what other people say all the time. It's just, half the time it's not true. People just, I don't know. I feel like if you're already not gonna like the game, you're probably just gonna say shit about the game is bad anyway. If you've played it, I mean. If you've not played it, then what you're saying is just what you've heard, but... Like, I think Final Fantasy X-2 is way, way more goofy than Final Fantasy V. But the problem, I think, with X-2 is that it used characters that were already in Final Fantasy X and kind of like made them worse just by making it overly goofy. I think that's probably why. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I wouldn't say they ruined Yuna or anything, but I still think that it's a stark contrast to the character you've just seen before, and that's probably why in that game it feels worse to me anyway. But in Final Fantasy V, they were completely new characters. Well, story-wise, I don't think it matters, but it isn't too bad. But honestly, it's kind of a, I don't know, it's a minor issue. It doesn't really matter compared to everything else in the game. I don't know why that is even an issue. The only part of the story that I think is stupid, there's only one part of the story that I think they should have not done, is when Exdeath turns into a Splinter. That's the only part that I think was stupid. Everything else makes sense and actually isn't that bad, but that part is just dumb, and honestly that part is what you call coincidental. That, fuck off, Exdeath's way better. Nothing like Golbez actually, what the hell are you on about? He actually looks cooler than Golbez because his armor's more designed, but he's nothing like him. In story-wise, he's nothing like him. That's why you go play the game first. Golbez is already Diet Garland if you want to say he came afterwards, but... I mean, Golbez is obviously more designed than Garland, but... I'm not sure what you mean by diet. Fucking hell. I really don't like that role system in this game, it's so awkward. At least I'm not too worried if you hit yourself in this game. I actually prefer Exdeath as a villain to Golbez. Just because Golbez, I don't know, Final Fantasy IV is good, but the story in it isn't that much better than Final Fantasy V, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kinda generic as well on its own right. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it is still in the generic line. If you ask me, Final Fantasy VI is the first game with a proper story that isn't 100% or mostly generic. I wouldn't say 100% even for Final Fantasy IV. The only part I wouldn't say is generic in 4 was the moon. Because that part usually... And when that came out, in any story about fantasy and that, you probably wouldn't expect to go to the moon, but... Usually edges people's downside of the game just because it kind of came out of nowhere, but I don't mind them. And also, you tell me that that whole thing about Galuf and giving the spells to Krill is coincidental, I give you Yang blowing himself up, Palamon getting stoned, Sid jumping off an airship and blowing himself up, and I guess you can add Edward getting eaten by Leviathan, and they're all alive? Yeah, okay then. That is the way worse than anything in Final Fantasy V in terms of goofiness. I'm sorry. And that was exactly what I was referring to a couple of days ago when I said that was the biggest problem I have with Final Fantasy IV. The biggest thing I would always rant about. When people say Final Fantasy V is goofy, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to always bring that up because that's way more goofy than anything in 5. I'm sorry. At least 5 had the balls to kill off a main character before any other Final Fantasy did. Tellah doesn't count. But I will give them balls that they did kill Tellah off. Because Tellah's kind of just there to show you spells that Rydia's gonna get in the future, really. That's all he is. Either way, he should have died. But if I will give it, anyone who should have lived, it is Edward, of all the people who had fake deaths, but Rydia obviously makes sense why she lived from it, because they obviously bring it up, but I don't know. It's kind of stupid. The fake deaths just, they don't ruin the game for me, because it would take more than that to ruin the game for me, but it is a serious downside to the game. The game's story, anyway. Sid is the worst. Not, like, honestly. You jump from an airship, blow yourself up, but all it takes is you to rest in a bed and you're alive. What the hell? If the explosion didn't kill you, the fall damage would. Or the fall would, I would say. Yeah, and fix up 2 airships. So dumb. This was probably the first game where they actually killed characters off, but I still don't give it this game any much credit just because it's the 4th party member, and so it's not too much of a difference because you're used to the 4th party member rotating. I mean, 7 obviously was the first to have a serious impact to killing off a party member, but I will say 4 and 5 definitely did it first. Unfortunately, I can't give 5 the credit for inventing the cat ear hood for the White Mage, but a minor inconvenience, I suppose. But I can give 5 credit for inventing Muggles. Wait, that's not credit. Fuck Muggles! 6 is the first game that really doesn't have a fascination of crystals. Actually, you know what? The first game that doesn't have a fascination of crystals is this one. Have you really ever heard of a crystal being used in this game yet? I haven't. And they really don't pay any crystal attention in this game. So, honestly, this is the first game, but after that, it's 6, and then 7 and 8, obviously, and then 9 brings it back because of obvious reasons. Yeah, you did miss a lot of this game, but nah, there's no mention of crystals in this game, really. It's a silent spell. I hope I went the right way. Maybe she could run? Nope. Then obviously 10 put crystals away. Although they added their own thing in there called spheres, but it's not really the same. 12 kinda brought it back a wee bit. And then I guess you could say 14 brought it back again, but really after 5, crystals took a real backseat. Even in 9, the only real crystal in that game was the end. I didn't call him that, that's his default name. He's called Guy. Or if you play the PS1 version, he's called Gus, but... Like, come on, Guy. It doesn't sound as well when you say Gus speak beaver, but it sounds way better when you say Guy speak beaver. It's honestly the best line in Final Fantasy. Guy speak beaver. Yeah. Alright, so it must be my internet then. Well, I don't really know what to do about it. I suppose the only thing I can do about it is to continue on. I guess I did go the wrong way. Huh. I don't really know where I went the wrong way about, but... Did you make it? No, not yet. Come on. Couldn't you just let me move one step? I mean, I could end it early if you want, but I kind of want to just get Final Fantasy 2 out of the way. And at least have to do it on the stream. I know one of my World of Final Fantasy streams was super laggy, like when I watched the video, and it's still on YouTube if you want to watch it, I think it's episode 5. It's really disjointed, like the voice in the game really did not match at all. Okay, I didn't really go the wrong way. Monster in a box. Ghosts, okay, these are new enemies, I guess. Mini? No! Okay, you missed. Look, Scourge 16. He uses a level 16 spell. That is the strongest magic we've ever seen in this game so far. And it came from a ghost. Should be able to kill one ghost, right, Layla? Yeah, Layla. Okay, now she must have made 1000 HP. There we go. I mean, it's kind of meaningless, really, but I wanted it to happen. Furia and Maria should definitely reach 2000 HP in the next dungeon. What about Millie? Are you trying to tell me you want me to call one of my characters Millie? What do you mean? Is Millie not good enough for Guy? Or is that what you wanted me to call Guy, Millie? Okay, I know you can hit the yellow jelly. Can you actually do it? Oh. Yellow jellies are weak. Oh no, I went the wrong way, didn't I? I hate enemy teams like this. Come on, run, run, run. It's not hard, it just takes so long. Alright. Well, takes so long until you do this. Did I talk about one of my cats? Huh. I don't remember talking about one of them, but whatever. Just trying to think which way is the wrong way. Is there stairs down this way that I'm missing? Okay, there we go. That should do. I don't know why they put red souls in here, considering they are way underleveled. Good, you got Holy off, so you can try and level it up. It might be weak, but was strong enough. No, there is no way down there. Odd. Well, no real issue. Rios. Also, Millie doesn't like me. She runs away all the time. She don't like anyone. No, she'll meow for me to come to her and then run away. Well, why she meow at me then? Oh, these things are stronger than I thought they were going to be. Molly always sneaks in my room. If I go downstairs and my door is open and I come back up and I close my door, then I'll just see that she's come out of under the bed. I'm like, you always come in my room when I go away. Then you meow at me like I put you in here. Stupid mortal beast. Death flower, no. Okay, I can understand Death Flowers and Rios as being in here. In fact, all of these enemies should be in here, but some of the lesser enemies probably shouldn't. Bloody hell, that ghost never stood a chance. Ghost. We're almost done with this dungeon, I think. Well, almost done aside from all the random encounters. Actually, yeah, I don't really like Death Flowers. Probably focus on them. Are we even leveling our weapon levels anymore? I don't know. Doesn't really matter, because once you get the blood sword, you have bloody won. I had to put that in there. Oh no, I must have went the wrong way somewhere. Never mind, that was it. That was it. Now we're done with this dungeon. It's not really a waste, kind of. Like, you can have some use for it. If I had the patience with how I was working right now, I would probably do the same. But I got the gear I wanted, like, which was Dragoon back in the day, when we actually needed Dragoon gear, and tank. I'll probably go back to trying more solos when I get more tank gear, when I'm at level 500 for tank. Or at least close enough to it. But for now, like, I don't know if I can do much better on soloing. A11S has been soloed now. I think you could have soloed it before, but I mean, you already know how hard it was. But now with more HP and defense, you could probably survive limit cut a little bit easier or something like that. I don't know. Or just do more damage. So I can't imagine you being able to survive limit cut any more easier than you already could. Bloody hell. Come on, Layla. Thank you. Brute Justice won't be soloable for a while. However, if we're all at level 500, could be 3-manable. I mean, we were pretty damn close before. Pretty sure we got them down to like, what was it, like 30 or 20%? Once we got on a good run, me, you and Nico. Yeah, that, we almost 3-manned them. Of course, that's taken into account that you skip mechanics and also do the mechanics correctly. But you know, the more gear you have, the less mechanics you actually do need to do correctly. I'm pretty sure that enumeration the non-tanks were only barely dying to it before. But to be honest, doing enumeration right isn't about living. If you can live, it's fine, yeah, but it's the damage down it gives you. Stream dead, of course it fucking is. I don't know, I'll finish this battle and I'll try something. I knew the internet would only last for like a week, wouldn't it? So, is the stream fine now, or do I need to try and fix it? Because I was gonna try and fix it, though don't know what I could do really, because it's really probably just the internet. I can't do anything about this shitty internet. Alright. So guys, this is where you unequip Layla. Just take all her stuff off. Where's the remove button? It's at the bottom. Just take all her stuff off. It doesn't even matter if you're going to use it, but yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I should have just ended the stream and then put it back up and see if it fixes it. I'll do it when we finish this cutscene. Where are we? Layla? Layla's missing! Leviathan girlfriend. Oh no, I should not have